So for years I've really wanted to do a Anne Frank themed t-shirt for Stay Vocal. Years ago I came up with this whole line of Where Would We Be series. So it's like people like Gandhi and MLK and Nelson Mandela and Anne Frank, where without these historical figures we would be in a very different state in our world. And I actually came up with these pins years ago when I was running Stay Vocal as a skateboard company. I think something with the universe was telling me that now is the right time. You know, we're in a really weird time in our world right now, and her voice is, you know, continuously needed. And this June just happens to be the 75th anniversary of the release of her diary. As a kid, I was really inspired after I read her book, and I was just really taken aback by her voice and all of the experiences that her family were living through being hid out in Amsterdam. And then as an adult, I had the experience to go over to Amsterdam and see that actual house and tour it and see how they lived. And it was just mind-boggling. And then also I visited the concentration camp Bergen-Belsen in Germany, where Anne Frank's grave with her sister is. And it was just always super impactful to me. Without her book, without her voice, you know, we would never know the real horrors it was to live as a Jewish person during the Holocaust. And the positive outlook that one can have in such trying times. The artist for this t-shirt design is Jeff Palmer, and he works under the name of Taft Street Studios. And he's actually a fellow vendor at the Providence Flea in Providence, Rhode Island, and I came across some of his work, and he had woodblock prints of Rosa Parks, MLK, Gandhi, different people, and I'm just like, okay, finally I found the person that is going to make me a Anne Frank design for t-shirt.
Well, you know, these are icons and touchstones of our history of America and, you know, world history and just Black history, and it was important for me to kind of put my spin on it, my take. I don't think Anne Frank was on my radar, but she should have been. And so when you mentioned it, I was like, well, yeah, that makes total sense for a lot of the things I do.
Yeah.
So it was a great project to kind of take on, and it was great to also, you know, you were open to me making a multi-purpose block, so something that I can make prints of and something for my client, you know, to use in your t-shirts and however you're going to be printing them. So it was kind of a 2-for-1 thing. So it was kind of, it was a cool collaboration.
The Anne Frank shirts are available at stayvocal.com right now, and they'll be available at some stores like Green Road Refill on Cape and Mad Mama Vintage in Stoughton. I don't want the world to ever forget what hate can do, but also what one positive voice can do, and that we truly don't need to wait a single moment before starting to improve the world.